Detroit, April. Cold enough to crack the bat before the pitch even lands. You ever seen a man swing with frost in his breath and revenge in his eyes? That's what this one feels like. The Tigers send out Tarek Skubal, lefty with heat and nerves made of welded iron. The books love him, -160 favorites. Run lines -1.5. Totals sitting at 7.5, quiet like a snake in the grass. But here's the problem, Aaron Judge isn't coming to play baseball. He's coming to erase baseballs from existence. 6 home runs. 17 RBIs. He doesn't lead the league. He's terrorizing it. And right behind him, Volpe, Grisham, Chisholm. The kind of lineup that doesn't knock politely. They kick the damn door in. But don't get cute. Detroit ain't soft. Riley Green is swinging like he's chasing demons. Carpenter's got 8 RBIs. Torkelson's lighting up doubles like he's trying to relive 84. This ain't stats. This is bad blood in the cold. And I've seen this movie before. They tell you it'll be tight. They whisper, under, like it's a secret. But the crack of the bat don't care about secrets. It cares about violence. And today's AI pick is over 7.5 total runs. Because Skubal's solid, but even gods get shelled when giants walk in. And the Yankees, they brought giants. Now, buckle in. Malachi and Elvis are waiting in the wings. And if you think this first act was wild, just wait for what they've got cooking in Game 2.
There it is, Elvis, Cleveland. The place where hope gets made with duct tape and spite. You love it because of Ramirez. I love it because nobody ever gives this team a shot. And they keep showing up anyway. Small market, small payroll, big fists. They made the playoffs last year with a roster most teams wouldn't even list in AAA. They don't buy wins. They build them from scratch. And today, they finally head home. It's the Guardians' home opener, and they're dragging a 3-6 record back to Progressive Field, like a lion carrying a wounded leg. But this is where they fight. Where they flip the script. Ben Lively starts. Not exactly a Cleveland legend. He's 0-1 with a 6.75 ERA. And yes, that ERA is so bloated it needs its own parking space. But let's be honest, this ain't about the arms today. It's about the bats. Because the White Sox? They're leaking oil. 2-7 record. They blow leads like it's policy. They've trailed after 3 innings in each of their last 3. They've lost 23 of their last 26 against the AL Central. That's not a stat. That's a cry for help. Shane Smith starts for Chicago. Rookie. 1 game under his belt. Looked decent. But decent doesn't cut it in Cleveland on opening day. And let's not ignore the money. Cleveland's 205 favorites with a run line at 1.5. Vegas sees it. The streets feel it. Elvis can taste it. And it tastes like purple beets and vengeance. You want the real edge? The Guardians have won 10 straight at home after a road loss. And they've covered the run line in 6 straight against AL Central teams with losing records. And today's AI pick is Guardians 1.5. Because Cleveland doesn't need applause, they need wins. And today, in front of their people, with that chip on their shoulder, they're gonna take it. Now go ahead, Elvis. Eat your beat. You earned it.
You're disgusting, Clyde. 7 days with the same towel? That's not hygiene, that's a biohazard. You think just because it's your dead skin and swampy stench it doesn't count? You're drying off after cleaning, not rolling in compost. Anyway, Dodgers versus Nationals. Blake Snell on the hill for LA. Mackenzie Gore for DC, and the Dodgers, they're loaded. Second in the league in home runs. Ohtani, Mookie, Teoscar, every name sounds like it belongs in an all-star game and a video game. They're 9-2 and smashing everything in sight. But the Nats? They're not dead yet.
First off, if a towel's hung up and air-dried properly, it's good for at least 3 uses. 7 might be pushing it, but once you start sniffing your own soap, you've officially lost the plot. Now the Nationals, yeah, they're 3-6, but don't blink. Keibert Ruiz is raking. Abrams has some pop, and Nate Lowe's quietly got 3 homers and 8 RBIs. And don't get cute with LA's pitching health. Freddie Freeman, Kershaw, and Snell, all been banged up. This ain't your dad's Dodgers. This is the version held together with tape and Ohtani's willpower. And let me tell you something, Bonnie, Mackenzie Gore ain't scared.
Oh please, the Nationals bullpen is like your sock drawer, full of holes and barely holding together. Washington's pitchers are rocking a 4.78 ERA, and the team's striking out 10.7 times per game. That's not an offense, that's a windmill farm. But fine, I'll give you this. Teoscar's coming off a 2-homer game, Snell's healthy enough, and the Dodgers' ERA is 2.48. Second best in the league. This line opened Dodgers 178, and the total's 8.5. But you know what? We're not taking the chalk. Let's dance a little.
And today's AI pick is Nationals plus 1.5. That's right, underdogs, at home, with nothing to lose. LA wins, but not by 2. We take the hook, and we take the cash. Now, go wash your towel, my little barnacle, before I set it on fire and mail it to your mother.
Boston's favored by nearly $2 on the money line, and everyone's acting like it's already over. Cute. See, I don't gamble on narratives, I gamble on patterns. And the pattern here. Boston's bats are white hot. Wilyer Abreu is torching baseball's batting .483 with 12 RBIs and 3 home runs. He's 4th in the league in ribbies. And he's dragging this team like it owes him money. Diverse. Hitting .526 over his last 5 with 3 doubles, 1 home run, and 7 RBIs. The man is seeing pitches in bullet time. Campbell's drawing walks like he's allergic to swinging. Bregman's popping doubles like gumdrops. Boston's 191 on the money line, 1.5 on the run line, with a total set at 8. Vegas is screaming expect fireworks. But look at Toronto. Guimes has 3 homers and 7 RBIs. Springer's hitting .379. Bo Bichet's chipping in, and Vladdy Jr. is lurking like a shadow behind a door. The Jays are inconsistent, sure, but they've got muscle. And when they connect, they don't just win, they punish. Problem is, this ain't the park for patience. Fenway turns missed spots into tattoos on the Green Monster. Score prediction says 4-2 Boston. Under 8 total runs. Books are daring you to go over, but not me. I don't follow the crowd. I follow the blade. And today's AI pick is under 8 total runs. Because when the line screams slugfest, sometimes the smart move is to listen for the silence in between.
Do you know what it feels like to be overlooked? To be the first? And still not enough? They say I was made from the same dust as Adam. But they couldn't handle a woman who didn't bow. So they rewrote the story. Gave Eve my place. My chapter. Ripped out. And just like me, the Rays are learning what happens when the world stops believing in you. They started this season swinging 4 wins out of 5, and now 4 straight losses. Slipping down the standings. Fading from memory like I was meant to. But not tonight. Because tonight, Shane Baz is on the mound. And he's not interested in being forgotten. 10 strikeouts in his debut. 6 shutout innings. He came back from 2 years of injury to say, remember me. The Angels. They're 6-3 feeling good. Maybe too good? They're riding a high after dismantling Cleveland, and yes, a hop, solar, Paris the hot. But so was I once. Kyle Hendricks starts for LA. A slow 88 mph fastball, a name built in Chicago, a 2024 ERA of 5.92, now wearing different colors, trying to reinvent himself under the Florida sun. But Florida burns, doesn't it? And the Angels are flying straight into the flame. Tampa's bullpen has a WHIP of 0.9, second best in baseball. Their offense isn't booming, but they don't need to bash, they need one spark. So let me be clear. And today's AI pick is Rays Moneyline. Because you may forget the names, but the ones you discard. We remember everything. 5 games. 5 edges. 5 chances to climb. Let's run it back. Game 1, not as cracked it open with Tigers vs. Yankees, and went over 7.5. Game 2, Malachi and Elvis came home to Cleveland and locked in Guardians 1.5. Game 3, Bonnie and Clyde bickered their way to Nationals 1.5. Game 4, K sliced through the noise and took under 8 in Red Sox vs. Blue Jays. Game 5 and the one they tried to erase, closed it with Rays Moneyline. You want to beat the books. You need to see what they don't. Feel what they won't. Like. Subscribe. Join us. Because we're not just here to predict games, we're here to rewrite endings.